welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. All right. You're inviolable. It could have been invisible. Thought the toot was the raid notif. Hi everyone. I hope you had a good weekend. Thank you for being here. Took me a minute to set up for the game today, but we have it working, so we're good to go. Hi, my Lily. Yeah, I played some Mario Party yesterday with Leon and I won. I think the game just decided I was going to win because it was honestly really crazy. And I also finally took Ramona Flowers cosplay pictures and videos in honor of the 1 year anniversary of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which is like a fucking week ago, but you know, sometimes you have to wait a week. Run Mr. Mouse to play Jamboree with me so much because he's actually liking this one. Yay! It's a good Mario Party. They really like it has the same like a lot of the same like what is it like assets and stuff of Mario Party Super Mario Party, but it's definitely better. It's definitely like a lot better. It feels more like Mario Party 6. And they finally did the thing that everyone's been saying they should do for like fucking 10 years, which is just like put some good boards and some good mini games from previous games in in your new games. Like you already made some good shit. Like nobody's going to be mad if you put some of the classic mini games and boards in your new Mario Party game. Like people go back and play those all the time. Like I just I don't know why it's taking them this fucking long. But I'm just happy they finally did it. Two major questions. Did you guys play on the West? We haven't played the Western level yet, but I have played the Western level before anyway, because it's Mario Party 2. And I love the Milk Party, the Hoot Nanny. Did they call it a Milk Party in it? Because it was a Hoot Nanny in the previous one, and then everyone gets like drunk and they come over. It's one of my favorite things. No matter what, no matter where I am, no matter what's going on the board, I always say yes to Hoot Nanny. Every single time. I think it's one of the funniest features of that board. Did you find that Mario Party 9 was very good? That has to be a troll comment, right? Nobody likes Mario Party 9. What are you talking about? I thought they called it a milk party or something, but it might be just me thinking it's even more funny. Well, it's definitely a milk party because there's a big milk. Like where they have the Hoot Nanny, it says milk on a billboard behind them.
Milk party, wow, 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 wow.
Thank you so much for 43 months. There must be a group of Mario Party 9 truthers out there. There's probably a few people that have only ever played Mario Party 9 in their life for Mario Party games, and that is their only basis of what Mario Party is. In which case, they would, I guess, probably think that it's a fine game. That's like 15 years. That's like 15 years, Mindy. Yeah, it would make sense if they called it a milk party in the modern version, no, because Hoot Nanny, even though there was a big, like, milk sign behind you, it might have been too suggestive that they're, like, getting drunk. So they're like, if we call it a milk party, then no one can get mad. Okay, that's good. But yeah, we need to play the Western board. We've played just the new boards. So we played the Mario Kart board, the Mall board, and the Goomba's Lagoon board. I think the Mall board is our favorite so far. So you said MILF party? MILF party. That's on you. Yeah, the mall board is really cool. I like the little shopping things and like the 3 levels. Like, it's a lot of fun. The Goomba's Lagoon is good, but I don't like the gold pipe aspect of it. They put like that's one where like once you've hit a certain stage in the game, anyone can buy golden pipes at any point, which I think is just a little too OP. Like I don't mind when the last player gets it or if it's a rare item, but if every store carries it, I think it's a little crazy. Love them all in the stamps. Last time I got all 4 on one card. It's so cute. Yeah, I love that too. Yeah, the mall board I think is my favorite so far. But yeah, Leon and I will play some more. Also, I unlocked the 2 unlockable characters. If you guys haven't played enough to figure out what to do for that, I actually Googled it and I don't think I ever would have realized. I'm pretty sure the game probably tells you. There's a few times where that something has surprised me because I just didn't read what it did. So I'm not reading enough when the game is happening. I feel like doing the mall board with 30 turns or whatever could be really good since there's so much to do. Yeah, I think we did 20 or 25 turns on the mall board. Kids I hang out with tell me how to find them. I googled it because I guess this is a spoiler, I guess. So if you don't want Mario Party Jamboree unlockable character spoilers, mute for 1 second. But I figured that the silhouette of one of the missing characters was Ninja, and I was right, so I just googled like how to get Ninja. And I was so shocked. It was actually so cool. And then after that I found a bunch of stuff by zooming in. So yeah, I still gotta play as Ninja though. I like Ninja because in Paper Mario 64, Ninjas are the ones who raise the star babies before they go to Shooting Star Haven. So that's what I associate them with. So I gotta play as them. I love Ninja. Ninja's so cute. But yeah, they really did make a good Mario Party game. Like, it's actually so good. I almost want to play as them instead of Toadette, but no. Valid. I played as Shy Guy for one of the games that I played. And then I'm playing as Ninja next time I play. For some reason the Star Baby is going to Shooting Star Haven doesn't sound right to me. I think they're called I can't remember what they're called, but it's like the Star Children? The Star Infants? Before they go to Shooting Star Haven, they gotta be raised on Earth for some reason. Or in the Mushroom Kingdom by ninjas. But yeah, maybe Star Babies isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. Although they're made into babysitters, such a cute take on a Mario enemy. I know, right? It's so cute. Yeah, actually, it's really interesting because Paper Mario, I think, was initially a pitch for a Yoshi game, if I'm not mis misremembering. Because I mean, Yoshi's story is also kind of like Paper Mario, but there's so many like Yoshi's Island enemies in Paper Mario 64, and I wonder if that's why. Finally saw Alien Romulus is a perfect addition to the Space Horror streak I've been on lately. Oh, nice. That's so nice. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I've heard really good things about it though. Hi, Bastu. Welcome in. It was originally a sequel to Mario RPG. I don't know about the Yoshi stuff. the art, because it's a spiritual successor to Mario RPG. But I remember the art being pitched specifically. It's like, what if Yoshi lived in a paper house or something like that? But I might be misremembering. I think you'd really like most of it. It's a bit long and it feels like it could have ended before it did. However, the set design is so good. Ooh, I like that. I like good set design. All the Alien movies are on Hulu in the US. Hulu. Happy Monday. Hi, second base. Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Alright, now where'd I put my eyeshadow brushes? Oh shit. I forgot. Hold on. Alright, I forgot I brought it with me when I was taking pictures. Alright. This is Monster Hunter Rise music. It's all Legend of Zelda music in this playlist. This is from Skyward Sword. Chad is still waiting for that Ripley slash Jonesy cosplay. It'll happen. It'll happen. When? When it does. I don't know. When it does happen, it will happen. And you can count on that. Oh my god, Chili was such a fucking rascal last night. I think Chili's bored of his food. But he's on like special food, so I don't really know what to do. You know? So I gotta like try to find him new food. But it's like he can be tricked into thinking it's interesting. Because for a while he was like really not interested in it, and then I put a little bit of his tuna treats in it, and then it was like he thought that all of his food tasted like that for a while, so he's really excited to eat it again. And then what he's been doing sometimes is I'll feed him, and then he'll like go and smell his food, and then he doesn't want it. But what he but if I pick it up and I pretend like I changed it or like was preparing it again and then put it back down, then he'll eat it. So last night he wasn't letting me go to fucking sleep. Literally, it was like after midnight. He was just like fucking around for so long. And then I finally was like, wait. So I just like picked up his food and then put it back down and then he ate it. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Here to watch play Zelda. Want to watch play Zelda? High Gaming by Pharaoh. Oh my god, I do that for Wheelie. My cat acts like a $15 bag of lambs is the best cat food in the world. Yeah, Prince Chili used to really like Meow Mix back when he ate some dry food. But Meow Mix, we didn't buy him that for him that often when he had dry food. But he's been on wet food for like I don't know, like fucking 10 years pretty much. You cracked the code. Yeah, I gotta like. I think the problem is there's this food that my vet recommended to me that She was like, I don't know, it's not very palatable, which is what the previous vet said about the food that he's currently eating. But I guess the food that she recommended is very gross. So I mixed it in with his other food, and then since then it's like he thinks his food is gross because it tasted like that other food. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, he kept me up for so long last night. It was such a pain in my ass. It was such a pain in my ass, but it's fine. I still slept pretty good. I think I had like 5 dreams. So one that had me like kind of laughing out loud. I thought something was so fucking funny, and I can't remember what it was. Gotta get a fake spice shaker to shake on his food. Literally, all I have to do is I put it up on the counter, and he can't see up on the counter, right? So I just take the knife that I use to scoop out his food, and I just like cut it, and then I run the water in the sink for a second because normally I put a splash of water in it, and then I put it back down, and then he eats it like I did something special to it. I don't know. This is his birthday this weekend. I'm gonna celebrate his birthday on the day that I got him, which is December 4th. So yeah. I got back from my villa stay. It was really comfy, and free food and drink they gave us was amazing. We had to cook it ourselves, but it had a barbecue, which was fun. Both got ill from swimming in the lake because of how cold it was. Oh no. Making TikToks from random guy and his cat. The dude tosses a toy in some random direction, and the cat just jumps like a ninja out of frame to grab and attack the toy. It's really funny. Aw. Yeah, I think I thought I was helping him out because like before bed he was getting kind of rowdy, so I was started playing with him, and I think that I actually riled him up before bed instead of got him to calm down. But I like there's one toy that it seems like he's having so much fun playing with it, and then sometimes he gets upset and he hisses at it if I play with him with that toy for too long. I end up solving for my dogs by giving a dab of chicken and rice with the regular food. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, Chili's a picky boy. He's so silly guy. Fred was around, he had like a giant he had like sorry, I read giant. Ugh. When Fred was around, he had a robot dog toy that someone got us as a gift. He fucking lost if I paid attention to it when it moved instead of him. Wait, that's so funny. Like not the robot toy. I'm a real boy. Why does vet food exist? It costs so much and usually stinks. The cat doesn't like it. I don't like the smell of it. Like sure it has health benefits, but damn. I mean it because of the health benefits. Like my cat has urinary problems and allergies. Um and kidney problems, so he's limited in what food he can have. So I can't just like give him like fucking whiskas, right? Okay. 1 second. There we go. Their X food is not easy to deal with, but when they need it, it's good to see the difference in them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, like if you're someone who feeds your animal like a raw diet, I think that is different. I don't really know much about those types of diets, but in terms of like for canned food and stuff for animals. If you have to go there, like I don't think it's a bad thing to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the food doesn't smell great. But the other food that he didn't like, that he really didn't like, was really weird. It was like a gelatin texture. I can understand why it was not considered palatable. Friends' parents used to feed their Dobermans a raw meat as a diet. It was fine, I guess, and the fact that they would fart so much, it was so awful. What the fuck? Wait, why did it have them farting so much? That's crazy. One streamer cooks chicken and rice for the dog every day. Sounds like a lot of work for maybe a little more payoff than kibble. I think that it probably does have more benefits than kibble. I mean, I'm not a vet though, so I don't want to recommend anything, but like I don't think it's that crazy to want to do that for your animal. I would do anything. If I had to cook Prince Chili a meal that took me an hour every morning to prepare, I'd fucking do it. I'd do it. If I knew that would make him healthier and live longer, I would do it. I would I would do anything for that cat. So it's like there is good kibble out there, but there's also bad kibble out there. But I'm not here to shame what anyone feeds their pets because I don't know your shit, and I'm not a vet either, right? So like I'm not gonna assume that everyone gives their pets the worst kibble on the market, but I'm not gonna, say that it's not worth it for someone to cook something for their dog. Yeah. But that said, if you don't have like the time to do that or you don't see a benefit in doing that for your animal, like it's fine too. Growing up, our dog would eat the same meal as us. That's cute. I have no idea what you would think would be a pair of 500-pound men were eating all bean died in your house when they were around. Oh my god. My vet recommended all chicken and rice since my dogs are getting ancient. Big dogs that live to 13 and 14, so clearly did something. Hey, that's great. Yeah, I think my sister um cooks for her dog, but I don't know. I just know that sometimes my sister gets me and her dog's name mixed up. And I was like, "Oh, so she thinks of me as a dog." My sister was like, "No, I think of my dog as a little sister." It's so cute. Last few years, 13, 14, 15 years, my dog was life. She ate nothing but chicken and rice. And then Tree said she got her real chicken slash beef bits. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, and vets also do recommend. It's kind of similar to people. Like food is personal, right? So I don't want to make anyone feel bad if they're feeding their animals kibble. It's not my place, right? Because like my vet even recommends some kibble for Chili, but he literally can't eat kibble because like I've given him urinary safe kibble that I fed him with water and he got fucking blocked. He got a urinary tract infection. So I can't give him literally anything but wet food. So like there's good kibble out there, you know? But I don't think it's crazy if someone wants to cook some shit for their fucking dog, you know what I mean? It's fine. Go to your sister's, finish a cup of water, just be like, oh no, your water bowl is empty. I think like growing up she kind of like because my sister is quite a bit older than me, right? So growing up, she would do stuff for me like take me trick or treating, feed me, water me. So I don't think it's yeah. She's very funny. When I do visit her, she's always like, "Okay, what are you gonna eat? Let me help you." She's the best. So I think that she had a hard time with really hard food, so chicken and rice made it easy for her to eat. Yeah, I remember one time Prince Chili ate literally he ate chili. Like he ate some leftover chili because he's insane. And then he threw up. And like in that chili there was garlic powder and also it's a tomato base. Both those things are toxic to cats. So I called the vet and was like, "Hey, my cat ate some fucking chili and he threw up. What do I do?" And they're like, "Oh, just watch him for a while and then you can just feed him plain rice." I was like, "What? You can feed your cat plain rice?" Like I was so shocked. But then he was literally fine. Um so that's good. That was like 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, he did eat chili one time. I guess he didn't like it. You know, is that my shape basically eating chicken, rice, and veggies? Doesn't seem like a too bad a diet. But yeah, I should try to see if I can find better food for chili, but I don't know. It's so hard. I need food. I think he has a chicken allergy though, so I think that narrows it down. Husky was a big old food snatcher. We had to watch out for my dinner. He ate way too many things he shouldn't. Aww. Yeah, Chili was on a diet for a long time because he used to be like 20 pounds. He's supposed to be like 10. So when he was on his diet, he was a food snatcher. Now he is not a food snatcher. One of my doggos ate 6 very large chocolate chip cookies. She just got sick a few times. I don't know. She was perfectly fine. That's good. I mean, that's good because I know it can make them so sick. But I guess like a chocolate chip cookie has less chocolate in it than a chocolate bar. So I'm glad they ended up being okay. I would let Chili snatch my food. Yeah, he's so cute. You forgot he wasn't a puppy anymore. That's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, Chili's the cutest. Fucking kept me awake. And then though, he snuggled all night. He's a big snuggle boy. I wish he would hang out in here though. I've kept the room so fucking clean, but he won't hang out in here. But it's actually cold next to the window there. That window doesn't isn't sealed, so there's a draft. I think that's why he isn't hanging out in here anymore. I bet you that draft is really awesome in the summer. I'm going to start the low carb diet. Basically, divide your plate into thirds. Sort of meat, beans, veggies. But the good news is the diet says you go crazy for 2 meals of the week. Like it says eat whatever you want until almost bursting. That sounds interesting. Our family can't eat any human food has gotten to the point where mom tries to feed her everything, but she's not interested. Good, you don't want a food snatching cat. Let the cat enjoy its cat food. Chili gets really crazy for chips. That's the one thing that he still like will try to eat. And he'll go and cheese. He'll look for if you grate cheese or anything, he will like come up and try to like see if you drop any on the floor so he can quickly eat it. Yeah, he vacuums. He'll go and he'll start checking for crumbs to eat. Vacuuming. He's giving me the grumble grumble treatment. I need to buy new mascara so bad. This mascara is like literally out. It's probably so old too. That's fine. I will put on false lashes. Just TikToks where people pretend to chop and cook things, and then their dog will finally. No, I was just talking about how I've been doing that for Chili because last night I fed him before bed, and then he was like, he literally kept me up for like 2 extra hours by like running around and scratching the fucking couch and shit. And then finally I remembered that sometimes if I pretend to like add something to his food, he eats it. So that's what I did, and it worked. He ate it all, and then he came to bed. But I just like picked up his dish. I took the butter knife that I used to scoop out the food with, and I like cut the food a little bit, and then I ran the sink for a second to seem like I added more water, I guess, and then I just put it on the ground. And then he was like yum yum, and he ate the whole thing. But before that, he was mad at me for 2 hours. So 2 hours. Um, what the fuck? Okay, 1 second. I'm trying to find the right lashes. That looks like that'll work. What's his favorite thing to eat? He likes treats, obviously. I give him like freeze dried treats. Right now he's been really into tuna. Who'd you saying that's why I was telling you there's TikToks about it? That's so funny. Do you agree that if you give someone a $25 Sephora gift card, they're allowed to laugh in your face? Um, I feel like the people who say that, they're giving some hyperbole. It would still be rude to laugh in someone's face if they gave you a gift card. That said, yeah, Sephora's expensive. You wouldn't be able to buy anything. I think one time I did get a $25 Sephora gift card and I was able to buy a pencil sharpener. I bought a makeup pencil sharpener with that. Um I was so excited too because I didn't know how expensive Sephora was. I was like, "Oh, these are the things that I need." I made a little list of things that I wanted and then I went in there and was like, "Oh shit. All right, I'll buy this sharpener." Sephora stuff like far better. It's a hype like an Apple type deal. So Sephora is so the brand name makeup, there is certain stuff that is better for sure. There's certain stuff that it doesn't really matter, but because they carry like nicer brands, so it would be kind of like buying. Trying to think of like buying um what? So it's not so much a store; it's the product they carry, yeah. Because it's like there's other stores that carry high end product. I think in the United States at least. I don't know if we have really other ones in Canada, but yeah, because they have Sephora brand stuff, but nobody really gives a shit about Sephora's brand. They care about stuff like Fenty. Like all that Fenty stuff is not carried at the drugstore. If I want to buy Fenty makeup, I have to go to Sephora. Or I guess you could order it online. But either way, it's still expensive because it's high end. So it sucks because there's definitely some stuff that you can buy at the drugstore and it's fine, but there's other stuff that like once you try it high end, it's like you never want to buy the low end thing again. think Ulta carries it now too, which is awesome because I like the rewards more. Yeah, we don't have Ulta in Canada, I don't think. I've never seen one at least. Used to be the only place to find high end and stuff like moisturizer, and now that's everywhere. Yeah, there's sometimes Shoppers Drug Mart does have a high end like section of their makeup counter, so you can buy some stuff there. Like you can buy, I think sometimes they have some MAC makeup, and sometimes they have like Clinique and stuff like that. But and I think like the Bay has it too. But yeah, Sephora has like the expensive stuff. I would say that there's certain brands that like I like to buy my eyeshadow from like higher end ones. The eyeshadow lasts for fucking ever too. So like I mean Urban Decay is a Sephora carried brand and I still have two of their palettes that they sent me. And then like this Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette is one of my favorites and that's high end, but if you buy eyeshadow at the drugstore, it's just not as pigmented most of the time. So it depends on what you care about. Some people like the mascara from high-end brands. I don't really care, like the L'Oreal one. But yeah, it does have good stuff there. Like there's also the setting powder there is so nice. But there's there's like whole accounts dedicated to getting to trying to find dupes for high-end makeup stuff. Like the CoverGirl Plant Based mascara they came out with. Still crazy that it's $10, but better than 25. Yeah, the L'Oreal fucking mascara that I buy is like 18 bucks now, and that's a drugstore brand. It's fucking expensive. But there's still other mascaras that I like, so yeah. Canada prices, yay. Um I used to use there was a while where I tried this makes me hesitant to try the plant-based mascara from CoverGirl because I tried a plant-based mascara and I liked it, but it would freeze in the winter when I was outside. Mind you, I'm not spending as much time outside, but I remember that one time I walked and I was waiting at the bus stop and my mascara froze. And then went into the bus shack that was like heated, so it was getting warmer in there. And then I sneezed and I had like literally lash prints down here because it unfroze and like started to melt. And no other mascara has done that to me. It can freeze. It was like minus 50, which I think is also minus 50 in Fahrenheit. So I don't, if you're not having to regularly go outside in that temperature, it probably wouldn't matter. Pretty faithful to L'Oreal. Yeah, L'Oreal. I think that mascara went really viral on TikTok last year or something, and that's why it like shot up in price. But there's a Maybelline one that's pretty similar that I think I'm gonna switch to. I think anything for minus 50. I never had this problem with other mascaras though. It was just the plant based one. Because I was easily switched to other ones in the same cold and they just didn't do that. And it wasn't like that day was particularly cold. That was like an example of how wet that mascara was and how it would run after it like froze and then unfroze. Waterproof mascara would also fix that, but like the other ones just didn't freeze like that. They just didn't. And minus 50, the tires in your car stay flat so at the bottom, so when you drive your car, it's frozen. It feels like a Fred Flintstone car. I've been on those walks. Been in those times like going on a walk is like a fridge. Yeah, I remember when it's that cold, it fucking sucks because like I remember I have to wear thermals under my all my clothes, Because if you just wore pants, you might as well have been naked, I swear. It felt like there was nothing protecting my skin. But yeah, that's because so now I don't spend as much time outside in -50, so I guess I could buy plant-based mascara again, but that's just what I think of is that one plant-based mascara just had a problem. This one is from why is the name leaving me? Fuck. Oh, Taka Original. I don't know if the code still works, but they gave me a code one time and it was literally PP15 for 15% off. They probably have a Black Friday deal coming up though. Hit anything above -30? Do you mean like below? Not to be pedantic, I'm just checking. You mean like colder than -30? But I don't have proper winter clothing, just a winter jacket and jeans. Year round hiking shoes. I don't even invest in thermal underwear or wool socks. Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, I feel like after -25, it just feels like shit. Like no matter what, like after -25, it just feels like cold. Like you can't really tell the difference besides maybe the fastness that you start to feel like your hands are going numb. I tried PP15 and it said it was invalid. Dang. I don't have a code with them anymore. Rest in peace. Honestly, I know it's not uncommon in some places there, but it's almost hard to believe so many people live in those kinds of temps. -50 is cold enough to have major impacts on pretty much. No, see, that's the thing. That's how I fucking felt too, because I'd be out there in -50, freezing my ass off. The buses can't even fucking run, basically, and no one gives a shit. It's actually insane. It's actually fucking crazy. Like, that's the thing. Because I would be on the bus. The bus is basically barely working. The heat is broken on the bus because the bus barely even started. And so I'm like shivering my ass off. Like, why does anyone go outside in this weather? Like, I feel like the whole city should be shut down. But then I just hear someone get on the bus and go, it's a cold one today. And I'm like, why is anyone outside? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And you know what the worst part is? There was moments where I thought I was gonna die. There was moments where I'd be waiting for the bus and like I'd be out there for 45 minutes because two buses I guess didn't start. So I'm just waiting. Now, the bus is supposed to come in 15 minutes and now it's been 45 and none of the buses have showed up. And so I'm there with a bunch of other people and I start going, is this how I die? Is this how I die? Am I going to fucking freeze to death waiting for the bus? And if you try to call a cab in that weather too, guess what? Not getting one. So you're just standing there being like, is this the end of my life? And then the bus finally shows up. One time that happened, I waited for the bus. I think, yeah, it was over 40 minutes outside. I'm like dying. I'm literally dying. And then the bus finally shows up. Heat's broken in it, but like at least it's here. We drive like 3 blocks and the bus breaks down. The bus breaks. It's too cold. But no one gives a fuck. If you tell your boss, they're just like, I just drove there. No one it's everything is functioning normally, but like it's nothing is working. It's like so then the bus breaks down. And so now we have to wait another half hour for a different bus to come and get us now. Another bus. But at least this time we were allowed to wait inside the bus, so it was like slightly warmer. But like, yeah. There's definitely moments where you think, like, is this it? Is this how I died today? And then you do it all again and you go home. Yeah, the worst part too is that because people are so used to it that it's like, if you're like, okay, well, I took the bus and that's why I was late. They're like, oh, well, you just need to take the earlier bus then. You need to account for the fact that buses are late sometimes. And it's like, okay, so then you show up to work 2 hours fucking early just in case the bus doesn't come. And then you're wasting extra time. So then your day of work that's supposed to be 8 hours turns into 12. because you have to account for the fucking bus. Yeah. Honestly, honestly insane. Honestly insane. But yeah, people don't really care when it's that cold. Like, they just don't. They just don't care. I agree that no one should be doing anything. I think it's unnatural. I think that we should all be in our house trying to preserve the warmth, you know? But instead people are like, "Yeah, pipe fucking burst on my house cuz it's so cold." That's winter for you. It's like, "All right." That's cool, I guess. Bosses in their trucks that were in heated garages all night. Yeah. Yeah, literally. Takes 20 minutes to defrost my windshield before I can drive my car home in the dark and cold. The car is just blowing cold air for the first 15 minutes. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, having to no, I'm so dead ass. It's in hospital. There was a time where I didn't have mittens and I was outside for 7 minutes and literally I started getting frostbite. I started getting frostbite on my hands. And I was walking from the bus stop to the building and it was a 7 minute walk. But then when I told people, oh my god, I almost fucking got frostbite on my hands because I didn't have mittens, people would be like, why didn't you have mittens? You need mittens. And I'm like, well, I lost them. Like I lost them. So yeah, it's very important to have mittens because yeah, it's literally so unlivable. They really said skill issue. Yeah, literally, literally, no sympathy for no. Yeah, no sympathy. I do have mittens. I have 2 pairs of mittens. So, but yeah, I don't go outside as much, and I don't have to take the bus anymore because I drive. So it's like not nearly as bad. Like when I think back on it, I'm like, I should have got my license way earlier. But I thought that I thought that you had to buy a car. Like when someone had a 40 grand car, I thought they just went to the store, like the car dealership with 40 grand. I thought everyone had way more money than me. I was like, okay. Like I thought that you had to just pay for it outright. So I was like saving money for a long time so that I could buy a beater because I was like, okay, well if a car is $3,000 and I need to save $3,000 so I can get a car. It's not how that works. It's scraping ice off my windshield because even the normal noise is annoying, but occasionally just that knife scraping a plate thing. Oh, I don't know if I've noticed that. Just rock up to the dealership with 40K in a suitcase like a mad lad. I didn't know how it worked. So yeah. I think I probably would have got my license sooner if I knew that the normal thing was to just pay. I thought like you didn't want to be in debt. So I knew that like there were plans like that, but I didn't know that everyone did it. I think it was you or Lolo who said how many people freeze to death a year, which is a number that shouldn't have to exist. It's yeah, it's actually it's if you get drunk, for example, people freeze to death if they get drunk and they try to walk home like a lot. Like it's like actually a very dangerous thing that people do is they go to the bar, they get drunk, and then they walk home and they'll pass out in the snow and that's the end. Good night, that person's dead now because they froze to death now. Like it's actually quite serious. Alcohol is a warm agent though. It won't save you from hypothermia. It won't save you from hypothermia. Are you joking? Ah, yes, the cure to hypothermia, alcohol. If you just get really drunk all the time in the cold, then that warming agent will warm you up and you'll never be able to get hypothermia and die. There's actually proven fact that all you have to do is just have so much alcohol in your blood that you can't freeze. You can live in Canada when the staple British activity is to walk home after a night out. You just need to go to the warmer places in Canada. You'll be fine. Instead of a scarf, I wear vodka. Yeah, there you go. This happens in rural US. Sometimes someone goes to check the barn or something in the pitch black cold. Gets lost coming back down. Yeah, because there's places in the US that get cold too. So that's why mountain dogs carry whiskey. But yeah. So it is a thing. It's a thing.
I don't know the temp rules for sure, but a careful reading of Star Trek planet classification seems to fit your homeland into Class B. These glaciated worlds are typically very cold, with temperatures rarely exceeding the freezing point. Though not prime conditions for life, hardy plants and animals are not uncommon, and some species have evolved on Class B worlds. Cabot.
Yeah, that's where I live. What's the farthest southern point in Canada? I think it's on in Ontario. It's pretty close to where Toronto is actually. Toronto is actually pretty, it's like below the rest of the border. It's a vasodilator. Yeah, it's actually a thing. I remember they talked about it to us in high school. They talked about the I think it was like our comm class maybe, but they were like, by the way, they made us do like a true or false questionnaire and we're like told us a story of these people thinking that if they drank, they would stay warm in the cold. They're like, that is actually, you feel warm, but it actually will not keep you warm. So don't do that. Hi Maisie May, what's up? I'm doing good. In the last 2 weeks, 4 people have died in my city from hypothermia. Holy fuck. Yeah, the importance of warm clothes is important. Yeah, in the last 2 weeks in one city. Stay safe out there, folks. Stay warm. But yeah, like that's but yeah, I'm not even joking about waiting at the bus stop in that cold and thinking like, is this it? Like, am I gonna die of hypothermia? Because it's a reality. Cause it's a reality. It was serious. It's like funny to think of now, but in those moments I'm like, is this bus not gonna show up and I'm just gonna fucking freeze to death out here? Like, alright. Cause you keep thinking, okay, it's only 10 minutes till the next bus, and then it doesn't come. All right, only 10 minutes till the next bus, and then it doesn't come, and then you're just standing there like, I can't even fucking call a cab. There's a TikTok of someone waiting for the bus in the cold. There's a sound. It's really funny. Oh, really? I'm glad the bus stop is heated. Yeah, I mean that's a whole other thing I won't even get into. But yeah, is Canadian government not commenting? Like, it's just thoughts and prayers type of issues for you guys? I guess so. I haven't really heard any comments on it. I think this is just normal to us. Doug Ford's solution is to get rid of bike lanes. Time to start a fire and warn future bus people of the dangers they face. Yeah, honestly, we need like little bonfires outside. That's so fucking stupid. It actually pissed me off. I don't even live there. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This is pretty bad. It was not my intention to get so dark when talking about how I thought it was so scary waiting for the bus. There are doors at the bus stops sometimes. There are also ones that are open. It kind of depends. Um, yeah. Pretty sure if you remove bike lanes, the temp goes up by 20 Celsius. Yeah, yeah, actually, wait. No one rides bikes, then it will increase the warmth, but it'll also increase problems. Yeah, sorry to scare you like that, Schman. That's why they don't close the schools anymore, though. In the name of that child. But yeah, there are places in Canada that don't get as cold. Depends on where you are. So there's usually a couple of weeks that are particularly fucked up. Um, I think the worst it's been for me is usually around February ish is where it's like the most brutal. But yeah, there's still periods of time where it's only like minus 25 and that sucks, but you know, it's not nearly as bad as minus 50. Even when it was the environment, I knew it was actually damn bike lanes. Yeah. And people hate cyclists. It doesn't matter if they're using the road properly or properly in a bike lane, people are mad. You can't win as a cyclist. I love this Zelda music. It's nice. It's nice. But yeah, there should be more done, honestly, for the people that are unhoused in the cold. There really should be. It's not good. But I'm happy I don't have to take the bus anymore at least. Yay. uh okay. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna play Link Between Worlds today. That's the big plan. Um, why are buses so bad everywhere? They don't want us to have good transport. Big car wants us all to have to buy a car. Is unhoused different than homeless? Unhoused, I think, is like a term that people are using instead of homeless because people like to say homeless derogatory. Unhoused kind of like I think it reminds people that they're people also. That like any person can end up being without a house, right? But yeah, I don't know all the specifics of it. That's just what I've heard. But yeah, the trains in Netherlands are kind of good. There are good trains in some places. Like this train system in Toronto is really nice, and there's a C train in Calgary that's pretty okay, and Vancouver has a train system as well. But it's usually it's like if you're going downtown areas, they're good. Um, but yeah, yeah. Okay, so I want to play Link Between Worlds. Yeah.